PJ Washington is the last big time remaining restricted free agent that I think is worth like real substantial amounts of money.
Yeah.
What happens with PJ Washington?
Oh gosh. I mean, if you're the Hornets, you can't let him go because he's like one of your 3 NBA players. So, I mean,
I think they want to be reasonably good this year too, not like a disaster at least.
well, good luck with that.
I think it's going to be a little harder than what they think, but like PJ Washington coming off of a year where he averaged 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2.4 assists, about a steal, about a block.
Yeah.
Did not shoot super efficiently inside the 2-point or inside the 3-point arc. Did shoot 35% from 3 on 6 3-point attempts per game. Was basically asked to do a lot and play above the role that is ideal for him.
Yeah.
I think is the way to say it.
Yeah. As is every Hornet last year.
Yeah. So I don't know what Charlotte's doing here, I guess.
Yeah.
If I was them, like I'd be worried that he just takes the qualifying offer. And if he takes the qualifying offer, I lose all like value on him.
Yeah.
Because his qualifying offer is like $8.5 million. That's not insubstantial.
Well, and I think that next year's free agency class is not very good.
Yeah.
He could go get some money next year. And also like the contract numbers like readjusting and like he'll go make 20 million a year next year from somebody. He's
as an unrestricted free agent next year. Because if he takes the qualifying offer, he'd be unrestricted next year. That's his leverage. Like people will say, well, nobody has money to pay PJ Washington at this point. His leverage is that he takes the qualifying offer at $8.5 million, which is not a crazy, like, bad amount of money for him to be making.
Yeah.
And goes to hit unrestricted free agency next year and makes, potentially 100 in unrestricted free agency, given the fact that he'll be hitting that level as a 25-year-old who probably averages again 16, 5, and 4 or whatever as a big and can shoot threes and can be versatile. So that's real leverage, I think. I think Charlotte just kind of has to pay him. I don't know what Charlotte's doing here with him. I truly don't.
I don't think that there's a number that you can get to with him that's not palatable, honestly. Like I think he's a good player. I think he's somebody that can play with almost any team just because of his ability to shoot and defend, and he's a pretty good passer too.
Yeah.
He got better, from year 3 to year 4, got a lot better. Yeah. And I don't know. I don't get it either. I don't get most things that the Hornets are doing. So this just kind of falls in line with that.
I think they just kind of have to pay him. I do.
Yeah.
And I think the number is like 20 million a year, or like if you even pay him like 18 a year, like I think that.
Oh, that's more than palatable. Like that's tradable day one. Yeah.
Yeah. You pay him and you do that. And I don't know why they wouldn't.
Yeah. He turns 25 in August. Young player. If you have him locked up through his prime, like why wouldn't you want to do that? I just don't understand. What other options does Charlotte have at this point?
Not sure. Not totally
Especially
sure.
If you want to be, like you started this by saying that they want to be good.
I think they want to be better next year.
Well, PJ Washington is not on your team. You are worse.
I agree. And Kelly Oubre is not on your team next year. And Gordon Hayward's on an expiring deal, and Mason Plumlee, you don't have him for 56 games. Like, you don't have Jalen McDaniels for 56 games. Hopefully you have Terry Rozier for 75 instead of 63. Obviously you get Miles Bridges back, you get LaMelo back for, hopefully 70 instead of 36.
Yeah.
But I think that
matters most.
The Hornets are not maybe don't quite get how some of their other players departing might hurt their value, as opposed to like getting LaMelo for 70 and getting Miles Bridges for 70 might help their value.
Yeah.
All these guys that you lose potentially could diminish the value of your overall team. And I do want to bring this up too. James Donaldson brings up, I think what happens with the Hornets changes now that they've been sold. New ownership will want to retain assets and not see them walk. I don't know what their ownership's plan is necessarily. I do think the fact that they have new ownership will give us some sort of answer on this a little bit more quickly.
Yeah.
if I was them. Maybe I don't know what PJ wants. Like maybe he wants to be in Charlotte, maybe he doesn't. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Um,
Regardless, I
if
think you can sign the deal and you can always request a trade. Like I said earlier, I think that's just the move. It's just like get your extension done and then prove your value, and then some team will probably trade for him.